Okay, hello everyone. Today we're going to learn about decimal place value. But before we talk about before we talk about decimal place value, we're going to talk about place value itself. When you hear the word place value, it will remind you about number. Okay, there is numbers which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is there is the system of our number. There is 10, base 10. Okay, this number is used in any kinds of numbers from 0 until infinity. Aside from numbers, in place value we also heard the word digit, which is it's an element of a set that taken as a whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the same like number, but when it goes to 10, it already become two-digit number because there is number 1 and number 0 on it. If it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's what we call single digit because there is only one number. 10 is two-digit number because there is number 1 and number 2 on it. There's two number on it. Okay, and then we start from here, ones, which is there is, for example, there is a cube, 1 cube. We call it, this is ones because there is only one piece. And then when we have 10 cube that we stack together and form into one group, it become tens, one group of tens. And then when there is 10 group of tens gathered together, it makes a hundreds, like the one that we just count from 0 until hundreds. So it makes a group of hundreds. When there is 10 groups of hundreds gathered together, it makes another group which is called 1,000. 1,000. So you can see there. So we can call place value as a position or a place of a number that defines its value. When the number will get bigger when it goes to the left. Yeah, because if there is tens, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, millions, and of course, the things that we just talked about is all about a whole number of whole amount. Now the question is, how about we have some pieces of it or parts of it? Okay, like this one. How about if it's parts? If it's like this pizza, this is pizza, one whole pizza. We can just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a whole pizza. Okay, if it's in a place value, it will be located in the ones. Then we can call it 4 ones. But if there is slices of pizza, parts of pizza, how do we count it? How do we put it in the place value chart? So the answer will be decimal places. A decimal is just like a fraction that is located between whole numbers. It could be from between 0 and 1. It could be between 2 and 3. It could be between 100 and 101. It's any number that you want, but it's whole numbers. Rather than saying 1 out of 2 or a half, we can just say it 0.5. Instead of writing 1 out of 10, we can just say it 1/10 or 0.1. And yes, decimal is simply another form of a fraction. So let's start with this one. We have a square here. I have one piece of square here, one whole square, where I cut it into 10 smaller parts, like that. So this one, we call it with 0.1 because there is only one part that we shade out of 10 parts that we have. Then we cut it again into 10 smaller parts, which is if we divide it into 10 parts again. So it become 100 small parts. and I color it only one red parts over there, so it's going to be 0.01. So if you want to see in the place value for decimal, it will be like this. So 1 parts of tens, 1 parts of hundreds, 1 parts of thousands. So yeah, the pattern will be ones, tens, hundred, thousand. If you see it clearly in here, you can see it there. There's ones. If it's go to the left, it's going bigger. One, tens, hundreds, thousand, tens, thousands. You put it like this. If there is going to the right, it goes smaller, which is only parts of it. One parts of a 10, 1 parts of 100, 1 parts of 1,000s. Yeah, it will go infinity to the left or to the right. Let's say we put it in the decimal place value. We have 25.5. So we separate between whole numbers and decimal numbers. The separator, we call it with decimal point. Here we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, 100,000 with its value. You can see the value of it over there. And there is decimal number, which is tens, hundreds, thousands. For 25.5, so it means 25. So it means 2 tens. And there is 5 ones. And there is only 5 tens. We write down the standard form, which is the number itself. And on the word form, we call it 25 and 5 tenths. And then the expanded form will be 20 plus 5. The value of this one, 2 times 10, 20. 5 times 1, 5. Plus 5 times 0.1, 0.5. Okay. Next, how about 170 and 8 hundredths? Again, separate between whole numbers and decimal numbers. You can just put it, since it is 100, we can start from here. 1 hundredths, 7 tenths, 0 ones, and 0 tenths, 8 hundredths, which is we put it there in the standard form. The word form, 170 and 8 hundredths. For the expanded, so it means you write down the value. 1 hundredths means 1 times 100, 100. 7 tenths means 7 times 10, which is 70. 0 times 1 is 0. We don't have to write down. We have the 8 here. 0.08. We just times it. Okay, it goes bigger, which is 5,000. Remember here, the separator, if it's for the value, telling about value, you can use comma. But if it's for the separator decimal point, put period here. 5,405 and 37 hundredths. So the same thing, it goes like that. Okay, so it will be 5,405 and 67 hundredths. 5,000, 5 times thousands, 4 times 100, 5 times 1, 3 times 0.1, 7 times 0.01. Okay, so you have the expanded form like that. Okay, like someone said, that math is about practice. Now I need you to try it in your own notebook. You may try this number, or you can just create it your own number and then put it in this kind of place value chart. Thank you. Bye bye.